We'll start today by finding a comfortable seat on the mat. So that can look like anything, so long as that spine is nice and tall. Bring your navel in towards the spine to engage those abdominal muscles. Let the crown of the head reach towards the sky and allow the chin to be parallel to the mat or tilted slightly forward to make the back of the neck nice and long. Bring your shoulder blades together and down your back, squeezing them together and pressing them down. Place the hands on the thighs, palms up, and close your eyes. And just start to become aware of your breath, allowing it to flow in through the nose and out through the nose. With each inhale, allow the spine to grow tall. And then as you exhale, keep the length in that spine, but just begin to release tension. The inhale and the exhale are equal. Bring the hands together at the heart in Anjali mudra. And we'll breathe together 3 times. On the third exhale, we'll share the sound of Om. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale and exhale. And for the third time together, inhale. Om. Bow your head. Place the hands on the thighs. Softly open the eyes, looking forward. So we'll start today with the arms by our sides. Spine is nice and tall. Crown of the head reaching towards the sky. As you inhale, arms sweep up. And as you exhale, arms lower. So you're moving with your breath at your own pace. Inhale up. Exhale down. The next time the arms are up overhead, allow the palms to come together to touch. And then as you exhale, bring the hands together at your heart. Place the hands on the knees. Nice tall spine here. Pitch forward about 45 degrees. And then keeping those sit bones rooted down, start to make nice big circles at the waist. And now we'll reverse the direction of those rotations or circles. And bring yourself back up to a nice tall spine, nice seated position. And we're just going to extend our arms out in front and rotate the wrists. And then we'll reverse the direction. Let the wrists become still. Place the hands back on the knees. Root down through the sit bones. Inhale, nice tall spine. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, begin to turn the head to look to the left. On the inhale, come back to center. And then as you exhale, turn that head to look towards the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. One more time on each side. And then you'll come back to a neutral neck, neutral spine. Readjust your seat. Press down through the sit bones. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Shoulder blades together and down the back. Take a breath in here, and as you exhale, lower that left ear towards the left shoulder. Inhale, back up. Lower right ear towards right shoulder. Inhale, back up. 2 more on each side. And when you finish, you'll bring yourself back to a neutral neck, neutral spine. So we're going to roll back onto our backs. And you can hug the knees into the chest once you get there. And then bring those arms out like a T, palms face the sky. Press the soles of the feet up towards the sky. And you're going to point your toes and flex the feet. Point, flex. One more time. Point, flex. Bring the feet to neutral. Start to rotate the ankles. Reverse the direction of those rotations. Let the feet become still and draw the knees into the chest. Place the right hand on the right knee, the left hand on the left knee. As you inhale, the knees pull away from your chest and your arms straighten. And then as you exhale, really hug those knees in. Inhale, knees pull away. Exhale, draw them in. Continue moving with your breath here at your own pace. Hug those knees in one more time, and then you'll place the soles of the feet on the mat. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Take your hands around the left thigh and then draw the legs in. Breathe here. Lower your left foot, followed by the right foot. Adjust the foundation if needed, and then cross that left ankle over your right thigh. Take the hands around that right thigh. Draw the legs in. Lower your right leg, followed by the left. Knees are bent, feet on the floor. Bring your arms by your sides, the palms face the floor. Draw the pelvic floor up, the navel in. Engage both glutes, lift the hips. As you exhale, you'll lower those hips. And you're moving with the breath. So on the inhale, hips lift. And on the exhale, hips lower. And you're moving with your breath at your own pace. Hi, Clementine. The next time you lower those hips, you can pause there. Draw the knees into the chest, and you'll start to rock head to tail. Eventually, bringing yourself all the way up to a comfortable seated position. This time, we're sitting in Sukhasana, easy pose. Take your left hand behind the left hip. The right hand comes to the top of that left knee. Root down through your sit bones, lengthen through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, begin to twist to your left. Root down through the sit bones. Inhale, create length. As you exhale, slowly bring yourself back to center. Take both hands and place them to the outside of that right thigh and take a bow. Slowly bring yourself back up. And you'll place your right hand behind the right hip, left hand to the top of the right knee. Press down through the sit bones. Inhale, grow tall. As you exhale, begin to twist to the right. Root down once again. Inhale, grow tall. As you exhale, slowly come back to center, placing both hands to the outside of that left thigh. Take a bow. Slowly bring yourself back up and we'll come to all fours, hands and knees. So once you come to all fours, we'll make sure that we're pressing down through the fingers and the perimeter of the palms, pressing down through the tops of the feet, which are flat on the mat. Navel draws in. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, shift the hips to the heels, the chest to the thighs, coming to extended child's pose. As you inhale, come up all fours. Exhale back. Inhale up. The next time you come up to all fours, pause there. Take your right hand forward about one hand length. Inhale, exhale, shift back to child. So you may not be able to get as far back here, but you'll feel a nice stretch in that right arm. Inhale, up. Exhale, shift back. Inhale, up. One more time. Come back up. Bring that right hand back to where you started. Take the left hand forward about one hand length. Inhale. exhale, shift back to this modified child's pose. Inhale up. 2 more times. Take the left hand back to where it was. Shift back to child's pose and rest. So when we rest in child's, we really do want to feel restful. So you can place your arms anywhere that helps you feel that way. Come back to your breath here. Inhale and exhale are equal. So let's come back up. We're going to bring ourselves to standing. So take your time getting there. And you'll come to stand in Tadasana. So in Tadasana, the feet are femur width apart and they are parallel to one another. So they look like an 11. We root down through the 4 corners of the feet, which is the pad of the big toe and little toe, and then that inner and outer heel. And you can feel those points more if you lift your toes. You can feel those points against the earth. So we're pressing down. Go ahead and relax your toes. Hips are stacked on knees, knees stacked on ankles. Pelvis in neutral. So if you're like me and your pelvis tips forward, you're going to draw the navel in. Crown of the head reaches towards the sky. Shoulder blades together and down the back. As you inhale, arms sweep up. As you exhale, arms lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 3 more on your own. When you finish, you can bring your hands together at the heart. Bring your arms by your sides. Inhale, arms sweep up. As you exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward until those fingertips touch the floor, even if you have to really bend the knees to get them there. Then, just straighten the legs as much as possible. Even if you still have a bend in the knee, that's fine. Allow the head to just relax. Bring your hands to your hips. Press down through the feet to bring yourself up. Next, you're going to cross that your right ankle over the left. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge from those hips, folding forward. Hands come to your hips, press down through the feet to come up. Bring the feet back to parallel, and then cross that left ankle over the right. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge. Place the hands on the hips. Press down through the feet to come up. Bring yourself back to Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's take our feet nice and wide. And even in this wide-legged stance, our feet are parallel. So make sure that the pinky toe side is lined up with the short end of your mat. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. Fingertips come to the ground, or you could put blocks underneath your hands. You could bend your knees here if that's better for you. Hands come to the hips. Press down through the feet to come up. Arms by your sides. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge. Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. While we're here, I'd like you to bend the right knee and shift the body over to the right as you stretch the inner thigh of the left leg. Come back to center and bend the left knee, shift over to the left, stretching the inner thigh of that right leg. Come back to center. Hands to the hips. Press down through the feet to come up. So we're going to come back to Tadasana at the top of the mat. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. From here, we're going to step both feet back, coming to downward facing dog. So in down dog, it's fine if you have bent knees. Relax your heels towards the mat, even if they don't touch. Let the head be drawn to the floor, the chest towards the thighs. Remember the balanced breath. Start to walk the feet forward, coming back to your forward fold, Uttanasana. Hands come to the hips. Press down through the feet to come back up to Tadasana, mountain pose. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge. From here, step back to downward facing dog. Start to walk the feet forward once again, coming to Uttanasana. Hands to the hips. Press down through the feet to come up. Back to Tadasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Step back, down dog. Walk your feet forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Hands to the hips. Press down through those feet to come up. So we're standing in Tadasana. We're going to work on balance a little bit with tree pose. So I'm perfectly fine if you're near a wall and you like to hold on to a wall, that's fine. Couple things. The squishier your surface, the more challenging it will be, but the more sensory input your body will get to improve your balance in the future. So you have to find your happy medium between safety and function. Hands to the heart. Soft knees. Begin to shift your weight to that left foot. Really let all of the weight sink into that foot. Imagine growing roots deep into the earth to secure you. The right foot becomes light. You can press that foot against your ankle, against the calf, or the upper inner thigh. You don't want to press the foot against the knee. So here, you're pressing your foot into your leg. You're pressing your leg into your foot. Gaze out in front of you or down to the floor and just find a spot to soften your gaze. Focus on that breath flowing in through the nose and out through the nose. And if you feel stable, arms sweep up, and then those tree branches can grow. Keep breathing. Keep pressing the foot into the leg, leg into the foot. Bring the hands together and then down in front of your heart. You can lower your right foot, shake the legs out a little bit if needed, and then we'll come back to Tadasana Mountain Pose. Soft knees, hands to the heart. Shift the weight to that right foot. Imagine growing deep roots. The left foot becomes light. You can press it against the ankle, calf, or upper inner thigh. Just remember we skip the knee. So here, you're pressing your foot into your leg, leg into your foot. Find your gazing point. Watch your breath. And if you feel stable, arms sweep up, tree branches grow. So for me, what really helped me to get tree pose was the pushing of the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot, bringing everything to the midline. Bring the hands back together, down in front of your heart. You can lower your left foot and shake those legs out. So we're going to try something here. It's a transition from a wide-legged side lunge to crescent lunge, but I just thought it'd be fun. So take a nice wide stance here. And I love doing fun transitions, but it's a challenge for me to use the right words to get you to get it without watching. So I try and you try and it all works out somehow. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. So the hands are on the ground. You're going to bend the right knee, shift the body weight over to the right. So we're stretching the inner thigh of that left leg. Breathing. Then you're going to start to walk the hands towards the right foot as you pivot on the balls of both feet so that everything is facing the front of your mat. Lower the left knee, uncurl the toes. Inhale, arms sweep up for the crescent lunge. Lower the hands, one on either side of your right foot. Shift the hips back, straightening the right leg. Your toes come up, that's fine, and fold forward. So you're going to shift the body forward, bringing the sole of that right foot back to the mat. Start to walk the hands to center, and we're going to pivot on the feet again, bringing ourselves back to a wide-legged forward fold. Next, begin to shift the weight over to the left, bending the left knee, stretching through the inner thigh of that right leg. Breathe here. You'll start to walk your hands towards the left foot as you pivot on the balls of both feet, facing the short end of your mat. Lower the right knee, uncurl the toes. Inhale, arms sweep up. We did it. Lower the hands, one on either side of the left foot. Shift your hips back, straightening that left leg. The toes come up. Fold forward. Shift the body weight forward once again. We're going to come back to center, so walk those hands to the center. We come back up onto the feet and fold forward. Hands come to the hips, press down to come up, and then we'll step those feet back to just femur width apart, coming to Tadasana Mountain Pose. So stand facing the top of your mat. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Step back to downward facing dog. Start to bend the knees. Go back down into child's pose and rest. Come back to the breath. Roll over onto your back and hug the knees into the chest. Place the soles of the feet on the mat. Bring your arms by your sides, the palms face the floor. Pelvic floor draws up, navel draws in. Engage both glutes, lift the hips. So we're going to hold the pose here. So just watch the breath flow in and out through the nose. Slowly lower the hips. Cross that right ankle over the left thigh. Bring the arms out like a T, palms face the sky. Take a breath in. As you exhale, begin to tip the legs over to the left as you roll to the pinky toe side of the left foot. Inhale, bringing yourself back up. And as you exhale, tip the legs over to the right as you roll to the big toe side of the left foot. Inhale up and just continue moving with the breath, rolling from one side of the foot to the other. The next time the sole of the left foot is flat on the mat, pause there. Lower the right foot, adjust your foundation as needed, and then cross that left ankle over the right thigh. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, tip the legs over to the right as you roll to the pinky toe side of that right foot. Inhale, back up. Exhale, tip the legs over to the left as you roll to the big toe side of the right foot. Inhale, back up, and continue moving with the breath, just rolling from one side of the foot to the other. The next time the sole of the right foot is flat on the mat, pause there. Lower that left foot and hug the knees into the chest. Right hand on right knee, left hand on left knee. As you inhale, knees pull away from your chest as your arms straighten. Exhale, draw those knees in. Inhale, knees pull away. Exhale, draw them in. 3 more. Give your knees a nice squeeze. And then we're going to begin to set up for Shavasana. So grab anything that you might need to be comfortable, whether it's socks or a sweater, a blanket, drink of water. Once you have what you need, you'll just lay on your back with the legs extended out nice and long. Arms are by your sides, palms face the sky. So take a nice deep breath in, and then as you exhale, let it all go. Just allow the body to just relax and be supported by the floor beneath you. Relax your jaw by creating a space between the top and bottom rows of teeth. Let the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth and let your eyes rest in their sockets. Resist the urge to make subtle movements. Allow the natural breath to take over and rest in Shavasana. Slowly start to deepen the breath, becoming aware of the room once again and becoming aware of your body. You can start to make subtle movements that feel good, like wiggling the fingers and toes, rotating through the wrists and the ankles, turning that head gently from side to side, and stretching through the arms and the legs. Roll to the right side in the fetal position, and we'll stay there for a few breaths. Keeping the eyes closed if you'd like. Use those arms to bring yourself back up, and then bring the hands together at the heart in Anjali Mudra. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me this morning. May you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be free from suffering, and may you be at ease. Namaste.